What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing the tutorial for Old Siege and Modded Siege, which encompasses both the old Heated Metal and the upcoming not released yet Heated Metal. The first thing you're going to need to do is access your settings in your computer, and you will want to go to Privacy and Security, go to Windows Security, and then it's this one that you need access to, Virus and Threat Protection. You'll click on this, and you'll go to Manage Settings for Virus and Threat Protection Settings. And you'll turn off your real-time protection, and then you're going to add an exclusion. Before you add the exclusion, you want to have a folder made like this, Operation Throwback. You can name it anything you want, but essentially it needs to be the folder which you're going to put all the old Siege files in. So once you get to this point, you add an exclusion. It'll tell you this, you click yes, and then you can see here as you add an exclusion folder, and then you can pick the folder and add the exclusion as such. Once that is done, you are going to want to go to my Discord, and there's a new channel now and a new category called old/modded siege, as you can see right here. There is every single link that you need to download all of the old seasons up to year 8, season 3, I think, which is called Heavy Metal, and the new downloader for the new Heated Metal Discord, as well as the Heated Metal Discord, as well as the Buy Me a Coffee link for Ubisoft CEO, Zero Bytes. So you're going to want to download everything and put it in that excluded folder. This folder, the downloads folder and the resource folder, will automatically be made the minute you download a old season from the downloader. So the downloads will include all of the seasons that you have downloaded. So you can see I have year 1, season 0 vanilla, all the way through year 9, season 2 new blood. This is the Heated Metal one. This is the Heated Metal one. Every single one of the files that are in the Discord that you're gonna download you're gonna want to put them inside of your old Siege folder. Now, do you need 1, 2 folders to get to it? No, it's just because I put it into a hard drive to then take it with me to the PC that I have at work. So it's just a personal preference thing for me. But let's move. We move. All right. The .NET SDK, you're going to want to download this link first, and every single link you download is going to tell you it's a potential dangerous download. Every single one, right? And there's a reason that we're turning off the Windows Microsoft security for the real-time protection. And the reason is this method to download old Siege as well as to get access to the modded Siege is seen as a malicious software on your computer because, well, it's an unlicensed product. It's not something that's officially licensed by a corporation. But I did load up a couple of videos as an example, and so that way, if you guys don't trust my word for it, you can take their words for it. I have Narcoleptic Nugget, who's been playing modded Siege, Varsity Gaming.
Marley, no.
He's dead.
And you can see, I literally have this map.
We created
I
our
have
own
this
maps
map.
in Siege. This is something I felt for a long time has been missing from Siege, giving players the ability to create their own maps as well as their own game modes. And then using an old modded version of Siege, we were able to do that. This is something that we as creators asked for in the Save Siege movement, and while we know it's not easily feasible, we want to showcase how good it would be if we could make our own maps.
That being said, Mr. Varsity Gaming did not put a single link in here giving credit to the creator of Heated Metal, aka Zero, and or making it accessible for anybody else that wants access to it. So Varsity Gaming has played this. Another example here is Marley, and I also have this map, and I have played this mode on stream. And it's like a duck hunt map.
Okay. What is this game? We have 10.
So that's Marley.
Okay, so we're back on Modded
Yo boy Roy.
Siege with some of your favorite Siege creators. Again, this is not a live build. This was recorded in an offline LAN mode, which has allowed Priest to create some pretty cool maps, the first of which is 2 floating islands above Villa. The concept of the game is a sniper's battle. Both teams hide amongst their terrain in an effort to spot out the enemy and kill them before they get killed themselves. This was high anxiety because you never knew when you were gonna die. Great game mode. The second game mode is an arcade-style, third-person view. You can only use a sledgehammer and a nitro cell to kill the enemy. This is absolutely chaotic, so I hope you enjoy the video. Leave a like on it if you enjoy, and comment below if you'd be interested in joining in next.
It's gonna be on.
Look, Neon Dawn, and it's actually an older build. If you notice right here, it says 0.4.1. So the one that I stream on TikTok is actually the more modern build that's actually released. So this is an older build of Heated Metal, and
comment below if you'd be interested in joining in next.
it's Neon Dawn. The last one I got is Narcoleptic Nugget, who's been playing a lot more recently, and I think he was playing in like a pre version of the Prop Hunt that I've played. So
Let's go, baby.
New PR for you too?
Yes, sir. See, let me come see. Hold up.
Metal bar.
Wait, what were you?
Wait, let me come see. Let me come see. Hold up.
You're the floor?
Oh my god. Wait, what was?
So it may seem like it's a malicious software. It may seem like, your computer's going to get hacked, but the only reason that I'm aware of that we have to turn off these certain security measures is because it's an unlicensed product and your computer doesn't recognize the license behind it, so it's trying to warn you and tell you that it's a malicious software. But cross my heart, hope to die, man. This is not malicious software. This is not a virus. If you don't take my word for it, you can take some of your favorite content creators' words for it. They've been playing it for months and months and months. And honestly, I'm disappointed in the fact that it takes someone like me, who is a nobody, to actually make a tutorial on how to download these things, because I feel like not just the content creators need access to this. Everybody should have access to this, right? Also, to prove that those maps are in the Heated Metal Discord as well. So, like, if this is the Heated Metal Discord, if you go to maps, oh, look. Oh, I wonder. This is not the map that Varsity said that he created, which I don't even know who this account is. Don't know who this account is, but I'm pretty sure they said that they created it. This looks exactly like the map that they actually played on. So I don't know if they actually took credit for this map and said that they created it, or maybe they paid someone to create the map for them. But that's the map right there that we saw. The other one, the Duck Hunt one, the tower one, the one that was outside of plane, it's in here somewhere. I just honestly forgot where it is, but I've played it myself on stream. So the first thing you want to do is go into this channel in the Discord, download the .NET SDK, download the Liberator, download the Radman VPN, and download this downloader. This is the first version of the downloader. Put all of these items inside of that excluded folder. And if you have an issue downloading any of these items, if you are on Google Chrome, for example, you want to go to your settings, go to your privacy and security, go to your security, and safe browsing, just do no protection. And obviously you can turn it back on once you're done. But because I've been downloading new patches every single day for the new Heated Metal, I just have mine on no protection. And I'm just a vigilant person. I'm not going to download anything that I'm not, aware of what it is or where it's coming from. As for the Windows security, when you turn the real-time protection off and then, you shut down your computer for the night and you restart it in the morning or the next day or whatever, this will automatically get turned back on. So you don't have to worry about that. But download 1, 2, 3, 4, and put them in your old Siege folder. Then the first thing you want to do when you're in your old Siege folder is you want to boot this up, install it. So if it's already installed on my computer, so I would click repair if I'm having an issue. I would let it completely install and then I just minimize it. Then the next thing you want to do is open up the downloader, and it'll come up like this, and you'll want to run it. You can wait 10 seconds, or apparently you can drag and it comes up, but I just wait the 10 seconds because there's a reason it's making you wait for 10 seconds. You don't want to rush it. Then once you click this, you'll have the game downloader, the verify the game, Heated Metal, 4K textures, modding, whatever. Make sure you have a copy of Siege on Steam. Doesn't matter if you've been previously banned, doesn't matter. A copy of Siege on your Steam has to be there. Then you want to go to the game downloader. It's going to ask you to log in. It's going to ask for your Steam ID and then your Steam password. And keep in mind, your Steam ID is not your display username. It's this username right here that's under account details. It's going to ask you for your Steam ID, your Steam password. You're going to put both of those in, and then you're going to have access to all these downloads. Vanilla, Black Ice, Dustline, Skull Rain. And then Year 5, Season 4 supports Heated Metal. This is the season you want to download if you want Neon Dawn's Heated Metal. And I'm on the new downloader, but it looks exactly the same. And then if you're on this downloader, you can get New Blood Heated Metal, supports Heated Metal. But once you click on a season, you'll click on it, it'll download, It'll take a minute. Sometimes it will get stuck on a certain percentage for 20, 15, 10 minutes, depending on how good your internet is. Just let it stay there. When it's completely done downloading, it will have a message that says download complete. Press any key to continue. You press it, it'll automatically close. Once you have a season downloaded, for example, say you downloaded Skull Rain, right? You're going to drag this window over here, and you're going to duplicate it, and you're going to have two windows open, one on the right, one on the left. The window on the left, you're going to want to open up the resource folder, which automatically gets downloaded when you download any of the old seasons. You want to open up the resource folder, and you want to open up the season that you downloaded. For the old downloader, the version 1, for the old downloader, this downloader, I personally would recommend downloading all of the old seasons that are nostalgic and Neon Dawn using this downloader. As for this downloader, there's a completely sort of different process for downloading specifically Heated Metal. I have not tried downloading any of the old seasons from it because I don't really need it. And if honestly I want to re-download any of the old seasons because I already have the process memorized for the first downloader, I'm just going to use the first downloader. If you're going to download any of the old seasons, I would 100% recommend using the first downloader, the version 7-0-1. If you're gonna pay for the new Heated Metal that's still in closed beta, use this. You'd have to use the second version of the downloader in order to download it because it's not available or accessible in the first downloader. Anyway, so if you use and when you do use the first downloader, the first version or iteration of the downloader, once you're done and you have the game file downloaded, you want to open two of the same windows. The right window, for me, I usually put the game on, so I'll open this one up. You're going to want to open the Throwback Loader folder, highlight everything in here, and paste it into here. Now, there are ways to change your display name and to save your settings across all of the old Siege seasons that you can play. So if you open this file up, the Throwback Loader .toml file. For me, it says it over here. For some of you guys, it might literally just have .toml right here. Open this up. This username right here is your display username. This first username over here is considered your display username. This is the username that will be displayed when you are playing with your friends. This one, the custom user ID that's under advanced, if you put a username in here, I put my regular Ubisoft ID, so Sage of 6 Path 5. This username saves your settings. So your graphic settings, your control settings, your keybinds, everything that comes with the game. And so if you put a username here, for example, I'll change my username to, as you've seen it on stream, Pingu. And then I will put my Sage of 6 Path 5, Control S to save it, and close it. Now, when you highlight this, copy, and you paste this into the folder, you'll get this little thing that says replace the files in the destination. Always, always, always press this button and replace the files in said destination. Like so. Now I've replaced the files in this destination. Once you're done with the Throwback Loader, copying the Throwback Loader files into the game file, then you want to go to the cracks folder. And I know, cracks, haha. There are 3 cracks folders. The first one is for any season that falls from year 1 season X to year 6 season 2. So that means year 1 season 0 up to year 6 season 2. If you download any of those seasons, you open, you copy, you paste inside of the game folder. And now, if I were to boot up this version, year 1 season 3 Skull Rain, this is what it looks like. Boom. And look at how fast it boots up. I mean, it's amazing. And I skip the intro, and I go click on my name, Pingu. And now, if I download another season, after I mess with this season and I play, and, I change my control settings, I change my graphic settings, you see how it's already saved? And I haven't played this for a while. Everything's already saved. So now if I download another season, and then I just copy and paste that Throwback Loader file, all the files in those Throwback Loader folder, into any other season, all your settings are saved. And I would also personally recommend to always have all of these old seasons set to borderless, because if you alt-tab, they tend to crash a lot. And the best way to close any of the old seasons is to open up this command prompt that says Rainbow Six Game, blah, 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 and just and it closes it. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Now, you can close it by clicking quit to desktop, but that command prompt will still be there. So you still have to click on it and then press a key to close that. If I download year 7, like for example, I believe I have year 7, season 4, Solar Raid. I would then open up this folder, year 6, season 4 to year 8, season X, copy, paste. Once you do the throwback loader in the cracks for any non-heated metal or not modded Siege season, that's all you have to do. Now you can boot up the game just like I did earlier with the Skull Rain and get right into it. Now, for heated metal, for the modded Siege, there are only 2 seasons that I have downloaded, but for Neon Dawn specifically, you are going to do the same exact steps. Step 1, throwback loader. Step 2, the cracks. It'll be within the first folder because it falls within these 2 seasons. It falls between year 1 and year 6. Then you should have a heated metal folder that you put inside of your old Siege folder that will contain these 3 files: a heated metal folder, a default args, and a third-party legal notice, right? You will get these 3 files from this link inside of my Discord. The releases, the GitHub releases data cluster, whatever. You click this, it'll take you to this website. You want to download this file, not these 2. Just this one. And again, if you have your privacy set to enhanced or on for the downloads inside of whatever browser you use, it won't download because it doesn't recognize it because it's an unlicensed product. So make sure you have that setting turned off. Download this. You'll see it'll be compressed. If you use WinRAR, extract it using WinRAR. If you don't use WinRAR like me and you just have a compressed file, I would right-click it, extract all, and then I would make sure to extract it into the old Siege folder. I would add a new folder, name it Heated Metal, click on it, then extract it into there. And then that's how you end up these little beautiful files. Copy these 3 files and paste them into the year 5 season for Neon Dawn folder. When you go to boot up any of the modded Sieges, such as Neon Dawn, and I'm booting it up now, we have ran into multiple different issues through me personally helping multiple of my friends download it. The first issue that we've discovered for Neon Dawn and New Blood is when you first boot into it and you see a controller-like icon under the settings, that means it might not recognize that you're a mouse and keyboard. Some people have unplugged their mouse and keyboard and plugged it back into the PC and it fixes it. Some people have closed the game and restarted the game and it fixed it. Those are the 2 only ways that I'm aware of. Another thing is if you go to your display, if you set it to borderless and it's anything below 1080p, if it's a weird resolution, Neon Dawn will work. Like, you can play with your friends that have it, but you won't actually be able to access the F1 and the F3, which is like the one that I fly around in and click on stuff and move stuff around, unless you have the right resolution on. So me personally, I advise to put your resolution to whatever minimum resolution you have your monitor on. I have a 1080p monitor, 360 hertz, and I just set it to borderless. And I know it says 60 hertz, but it's running at 360 hertz. I just don't know why it does that. And then you'll know you have the right heated metal. You'll know you'll have followed all the steps correctly for the modded Siege if you see this watermark right here, right above, right where Aruni's head is. Right there. When you're playing any of the old non-modded seasons of Siege, if you open up this Liberator tool, you will get this. Some of the seasons it will work on, some they won't. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. It's fine. You still get access to all the game modes, all the functions. Just make it happen. It really just acts as an unlock all tool, and it gives you unlimited ammo, gives you unlimited health if you need be. But as you can see, if I boot this up, because it recognizes that, you know, the Liberator tool recognizes this season of Siege, once I'm in a custom game, which you can only do local, which is what the Radman VPN is for, create new playlist, normal mode, just name it something, save, create as player. So once you're in here and your friends join you, you can open up this Liberator tool and you can change the game that you want to play. Now, I will say if you want to do a terrorist hunt and or any of the situations with your friends, make sure that when they join the lobby, they go from defense to your team. If you start up a terrorist hunt or a situation with you guys on the opposite teams, either the game will crash or it just won't work. So you can change the type of multiplayer game mode you want to play, the map, and whether it's day or night. And you can also do warm up, which is like a TDM version of what TDM is now, except it's first to 30 kills and it's just a free-for-all. And then before you want to do all this stuff before you load the custom game and start it. You have modifications. Unlimited equipment means you have unlimited gadgets. So if you're playing Ashe and you're using her Ashe charges, you have unlimited Ashe charges. Chew, 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 right? Doesn't necessarily work with every season, though. I know this is one of the seasons that it does work on, which is pretty cool. Deathless players and hostage or host, this is where it says host right here, means only the host of the game can activate these modifications. So if your friends, if say me and my friend are trying to play T-Hunt together on this specific season, and he wants access to all the cool gun skins, he would have his Liberator pulled up as well, just he wouldn't touch it. He'd just have it pulled up. Because by automatically you having the Liberator tool pulled up and minimized, you have the unlock all tool for whatever season you're playing. As the host, you can give you and your friends unlimited equipment. You can give you and your friends unlimited health. Bottomless clip is exactly what it sounds. You never have to reload. These also work. I just never took the time to try them. And then you can also end the round, end match, or give infinite match time, depending on what you guys are trying to do. Boom. So that's the Liberator tool. For the New Blood, which is the new version of Heated Metal, which is this little thing right here, this beautiful creation of Siege, I would highly recommend, just to begin with, whether you're going to play Neon Dawn, which is released to the public and is free, or you want to play the new version of the Heated Metal that is behind a dono wall, and get access to everything that this community offers, I would just go ahead and join this Heated Metal Discord. They are very cool. They're very cool individuals. The owner of the server, I believe, is this guy, Zero Bytes. They're very, very, very active, very smart individuals. So if you go to their server, you can join it. And this link is specifically to access the new version of Heated Metal. And I personally donated $5 to get access to the closed beta for New Blood. But I talked to him personally, and he said the amount doesn't matter. So if you want to download or donate $1, donate it. And when you're going to donate the $1, enter the amount, enter your name that's on Discord. So copy your Discord username and then say thank you, whatever, for the new Heated Metal, for Year 9 Season 2 Heated Metal support. Boom. Then you go into the Heated Metal Discord, and he will get to you because he checks it. But if he doesn't, you can literally just go into here. You can type in here, hey, I donated at him, which is this guy. This is his name. This is his Discord right here. At him, tell him that you donated and that you would like access to the channels. And once you get access to the channels, in general, you'd send him a message in general. Once you get access to the channels, you'll get access to this one and this one. And you can see some of my friends. That's actually kind of hilarious. Some of my friends are in here right now, and he's probably trying to help them set it up. And then every single time he does an update for a new patch for the Heated Metal, it'll be found inside of this one. So you can see yesterday he updated the new Heated Metal, and you click on this link and you download it. And it's the same thing. The 3 Heated Metal files, the folder and the 2 files, copy paste. As for the download process, you use the new downloader, which looks exactly the same. It's the one that I literally had pulled up earlier when I was showing you how to download any of the old seasons. But the only difference is you no longer have to put the cracks files in. You just put the throwback loader in, and you put the Heated Metal files in, and boom, you're good to go. I can't even say if you enjoyed this video. If you found this video helpful, subscribe, share it. I personally think that what this guy is doing is amazing for the game. This is exactly how GTA 5M started. You know, it started with a very small community. It grew up into a very large thing, very big game, and Rockstar ended up buying it out. So I personally am doing this because I would love to see more and more people get on board with it. You know, it's a literally modded Siege. I mean, you can do anything you put your brain to. You can create maps. You can mess with the gun attachment skins. You can play with your friends. And I think that this is definitely I wouldn't say Siege in general doesn't have a bright future, but this is a different path for a better future in case the live build of Siege doesn't go how we want it to go. So if you found this video helpful, drop a like, share, subscribe. I will try to answer as many questions as you guys have in the comments. And if you run into any issues, obviously my Discord is always open. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I go live.